This is Mac OS Ken.
Another charge of union busting against Apple. There's more in store for Apple's current operating systems. And the Prime Minister of Vietnam visits Apple Park. It is Thursday, the 19th of May, 2022. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Upstart. Fair and fast personal loans. Learn more and check your rate at upstart.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by SimpliSafe, the right way to protect your home. You know SimpliSafe is a good guard against bad people. But people aren't the only thing that can hit your home. That's why SimpliSafe has a range of hazard sensors, like their carbon monoxide detector. You can't see, smell, or taste it, but their detector knows when it's there. It sounds a siren when it detects carbon monoxide, and with a monitoring plan, SimpliSafe is notified and sends the fire department immediately. See also temperature sensors, water sensors, smoke detectors, and of course the cameras and other security stuff you've heard about for years. And self-installation couldn't be simpler. I had my sensors, base station, and keypad set up in well under an hour. Whole home protection. That's SimpliSafe. You can customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplisafe.com/macOSKen. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. SIMPLI. Go to simplisafe.com/macOSKen. Another charge of union busting against Apple. We heard yesterday of a Communications Workers of America, or CWA, complaint against Apple on behalf of Apple retail workers in Atlanta. Now the CWA is leveling a similar charge on behalf of workers at Apple's World Trade Center store in New York. Engadget has the CWA accusing Apple of violating multiple federal labor laws, among them unlawfully enacting a rule banning workers from posting union flyers in work areas during their breaks, and holding captive audience meetings meant to discourage unionization. Those we heard about yesterday, with Atlanta retail workers saying that start-of-shift meetings, which used to be for store and corporate happenings, have increasingly included talk of corporate culture, benefits, and anti-union messaging. Accusations at the World Trade Center store seem to go further. According to Engadget, the complaint alleges that Apple interrogated workers at the World Trade Center store regarding their protected concerted activities. Apple also allegedly monitored those activities, or at least made employees believe that they were being monitored. Tim Dubnow, CWA's deputy organizing director, is quoted in the piece saying, "The best thing Apple can do is allow workers to choose for themselves whether or not they want a union. When we learn of situations where Apple is violating labor law, we intend to hold the company accountable and help the workers defend their rights under the law." Some sites I saw earlier this week guessed that Monday's updates for almost everything Apple makes would be the last before the moves to the 16.0 updates, watchOS 9, and wherever we go after macOS Monterey. Those sites were wrong, it seems. No surprise, really. It feels like this happens every year about this time. While they probably won't have a lot in the way of whiz-bang features, there is at least one more round of updates coming before whatever is announced at WWDC. A few pieces from iMore say that Apple on Wednesday released betas to developers of iOS 15.6, iPadOS 15.6, macOS Monterey 12.5, and watchOS 8.7. Additionally, a piece from Mac Rumors says Apple also let developers have the first betas of tvOS 15.6 and version 15.6 of the HomePod software. This early in the game, there is no telling what new things they do, if they do anything new. One assumes that betas for Apple's public testing program will be out in the next few days. Did any part of you feel bad Monday for our Windows-using brethren? Here we were, updates for almost everything Apple makes, and what did they get? Nothing from Apple. That is until yesterday. A piece from Mac Rumors on Wednesday said Apple had released iTunes 12.12.4 for Windows. 5 fixes included according to the release's security support document. No outward-facing changes according to the report, but, security. So, when? If the problem with billing details for Apple Card and Apple Pay has been vexing you or keeping you up, rest your weary head. Earlier this week, we heard word that Apple Wallet was not showing payment amounts, payment locations, nor specific times payments were made for Apple Card and other payment methods tied to Apple Pay. The balance was said to be correct, but the details were missing. They are back. A piece from Mac Rumors says Apple skipped the part where it acknowledged the issue, jumping straight to the part where it fixed it. Checking Apple's system status page, the report says Apple has resolved an issue where some users may have experienced delays in receiving transaction notifications. Mac Rumors says if you are still not seeing your transactions, try force quitting the Apple Wallet app and then relaunch it on your iPhone. Or, I say, try hitting it. The Prime Minister of Vietnam paid a visit to Apple Park this week. Apple Insider cites a report from Saigon Online that had Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh meeting with Apple CEO Tim Cook. According to the piece, the Prime Minister talked about his country's love for Apple products. He also expressed joy over Vietnam's growing place in the global supply chain, including in the manufacture of Apple gear, and he prodded Cook to step up Apple's business activities in the country. For his part, Cook thanked Chin for the favorable business environment in Vietnam. He also prodded the PM for even more favorable policies to attract more U.S. tech investment. And the piece says he committed to considering an increase in the number of domestic suppliers and the rate of domestic products used in Apple production lines. Committing to considering is so close to when Mom would say, "We'll see." But, we'll see. More news in a moment, but first a word from Upstart. Fair and fast personal loans. Nobody expects unexpected bills or expenses. That's why they call them unexpected. When they hit, it can feel like being hit hard, like the weight of the world is landing on you. Help is available with Upstart. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can help you get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. They look at more than just your credit score, factoring in income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. And the whole thing happens online. You can check your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score. Join the 1.8 million people Upstart has helped on the way to financial freedom. Don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/macOSKen. UPSTART. That's upstart.com/macOSKen to check your rate today. Don't forget to use my URL to let them know I sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/macOSKen. Did you hear about the family suing Apple over a kid's ruptured eardrum? Citing a report from NBC News, a piece from Engadget says a couple from Texas filed the suit, saying that their 12-year-old son was using AirPods Pro to watch something on his iPhone at a low volume when he received an Amber Alert. The suit says the alert went off suddenly and without warning at a volume that tore apart the 12-year-old's eardrum, damaged his cochlea, and caused significant injuries. I found myself wondering whether a loud noise could actually rupture an eardrum. The answer seems to be yes, but it would have to be really loud. According to the site Better Hearing of Austin, a sudden, very loud noise can cause an eardrum to tear or rupture. The noise intensity to rupture an eardrum would have to be very loud, usually 165 decibels or more. That would correspond to the sound intensity of a gunshot at close range, fireworks, or extremely loud music. At the same time, the site for the Mayo Clinic lists loud sounds or blasts, acoustic trauma, as a possible cause. According to the site, a loud sound or blast, as from an explosion or gunshot, essentially an overpowering sound wave, can rarely cause a tear in the eardrum. For their part, the Texas couple claims that AirPods don't automatically reduce, control, limit, or increment notification or alert volumes to a safe level, and that Apple doesn't provide instructions to limit the volume of alerts to prevent hearing damage. No word in the piece on what sort of legal damages the couple is seeking. Apple did not offer comment for the NBC News report, nor it seems for Engadget. And finally today, Howard Stark's manservant is heading to Apple TV+. Well, the guy who played him is. Variety says James Darcy has signed on to the Cupertino streamer series Constellation. The piece says the series follows Jo, played by Noomi Rapace, a woman who returns to Earth after a disaster in space, only to discover that key pieces of her life seem to be missing. The action-packed space adventure is an exploration of the dark edges of human psychology, one woman's desperate quest to expose the truth about the hidden history of space travel, and for her to recover all that she has lost. Darcy may be best known for his time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, having played Howard Stark's butler Jarvis on the TV series Agent Carter, as well as in the movie Avengers Endgame. Other credits include the films Dunkirk and 6 Minutes to Midnight. He'll play Joe's husband Magnus in Constellation. No word on when the series will debut. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by SimpliSafe. Get a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/macOSCan. This show is also sponsored by Upstart, fair and fast personal loans. Learn more and check your rate at upstart.com/macOSCan. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macoscan.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.